Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane, and let's talk about Boot Camp Reality TV Star Season 11, Episode 1. I am feeling this. I'm feeling this. My show's back on, guys. We are back in the building. We got Mama D and Ernest. This is going to be a trip. The doctors are going to have a time with Mama D. Mama D is going to show up. She's going to act out. She ain't got a script to follow. She's going to be chaotic. She's going to be it. She ain't even playing around Audrey. She's going to act up. She's going to cry. She's going to yell. She's going to scream. She's going to be mean. And she's going to be all types of dysfunctional. And Kim from Real Housewives, she's going to be dramatic. It's going to be epic with her. She is just going to lose her shit, and it's going to be crazy to watch. These doctors don't know what they have in store. We got Paulie D. He's going to be happy. He's going to act like everything's all good. He's going to be Mr. Friendly. So is Puma. The doctors are going to have fun with Puma because Puma's going to lie his ass off. Puma's going to try to point the finger at everybody but himself. This is going to be legendary. And then we have the Bachelorette, Desiree and Chris. They're going to be acting like everything's all good. Everything's all kosher in their relationship. And the truth is going to hit the fan. There's going to be some crying and some tearing. And Chris is going to rip into Desiree. Let me tell you, it's going to go down. It's going down. Oh, no. And we have Mr. Peter Pan. He ain't going to know what's going on. Ernest is going to make us all fall in love with him. This is going to be too much. The doctors don't even know. But last season, I don't know how they're going to top last season. Last season, everybody went in. So let's see if the doctors can handle this season. Because last season, the doctors they couldn't do it. They couldn't control their cast. They couldn't control the teen mom. They couldn't control Renee. They couldn't control Jim Jones. And they couldn't control the other lady from Beverly Hills Housewives. It's going to be going down. So let's start off with Mama D and Ernest. They show up. And, Mama D wants to drink. She wants to get all up in it. She wants to drink her ass off. Ernest is like, I'm getting tired of Mama D drinking and partying. He was just on drugs in the other, episode. On Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, that he went AWOL because he was doing drugs. And now he's with an alcoholic. I know he be trying to fall. I know it's so hard for him not to relapse in that type of situation, being with somebody for years. And I don't even know how Ernest go back to Mama D after she put him in jail. She put him in prison. She put him behind bars for 8 years. And Ernest said that Mama D didn't even come to visit him, not once. Damn, Ernest, you must have been desperate. But Ernest says that he loves Mama D. And that's it. He might not be able to get it up. He might not be able to get it to work. But it's more than beauty. It's more than attraction. He loves her. He loves every inch of her, real or fake. And then we have Kim. She's in there with Whitney. And he still thinks he's 20 years old. He still wants to party, hang around 20 years old. I'm like, hey, if he can do it, he can do it. If he got the money, he can do it. And Kim Richard, she just wants to live a happy life. She just wants to be a grandma. She wants to be on the porch with a rocking chair. But she also got some substance abuse issues too as well. And it's showing. It seems like she had a really hard life. Like, she had money with a hard life. A child actor, married to her first husband family was the billionaires, or the second husband billionaire family. And then she had one fiance that she was with that got killed on the phone while she was talking to him because he was scamming people. He scammed like 8,000 older elderly people. So she's on here and she's with a man that's attracted to young women and want to see young women and want to be around young women and want to party and live his third, fourth, fifth childhood. And he's been married like 3 or 4 times. No, Kim Richards been married like 3 or 4 times, but I think she only really been married twice. And he's been married twice too as well. He can't keep it together. They look like they be at home drinking it up, sniffing that coke, having fun like it ain't nobody's business. I'm just like, oh no. And then we got Kwani and Puma. And Kwani, she's acting like, she's just, not here for the bullshit. And she's putting Puma in his place, which emasculates him. And that's what he says, that he gets emasculated. She calls him B-words. How can you call your husband a bitch? You married a bitch? I wouldn't even, come on, don't call your husband a bitch. That ain't nice. That ain't right. That's your husband. What about if he was calling you the B word? So we have that situation going on. And he just wants to know why, she hasn't took his last name. Like, damn, you've been married to him for 4 or 5 years and you haven't took his last name. You haven't changed your last name. You haven't even put it on your license. Like, come on. Like, why'd you get married in the first place? You don't think it's real? You think you settled? You ain't in love with Puma? You don't want to be with him? What's going on? And it's good to see Puma and Kwani too as well. And then we got DJ Paulie D is in the building. He's actually from Rhode Island. Seen him a couple of times, in clubs when he was playing. Then when he got on Jersey Shore, seen him like 2 times on Broad Street on his moped and haven't seen him since. And I don't know if his mom will be his mom's from Johnston. I don't know if she still lives in Johnston anymore, but she's like a school teacher from Johnston. I could be wrong. I'm trying to remember. But like deep Italian, because Johnston's all the Italians. I don't know. She'll be happy with Audrey. Audrey O'Day is in the building. She's talking about Paulie D knows all the Ratchet people because he watched these shows and she's too good to watch Ratchet TV. She wish she was on Ratchet TV. That's why she only can settle for marriage boot camp for the second time around. And didn't she have sex with Puff Daddy? Wasn't that the rumor that she was giving it to P. Diddy? I'm like, oh no. So she's on the show talking about Paulie D tortures her and mistreats her and all this other stuff. I'm like, what's going on? You out there living in Vegas in that big ass mansion, all them cars, and you say he tortures you like your mama. Then why you still with a mother effer that is torturing you and mistreating you and putting you down and making you feel like he's your mother? Like, come on, girl. She started crying. Way too much dramatics. OMG, she is in it to win it, baby. I'm just like, okay. It was so funny to see Kim Richards with her boyfriend with, and then Mama D Ernest talking to them sitting down, and Ernest is like, yo, she put me in jail for 8 years and didn't even come visit me. I was like, they just look like shocked. But Kim Richards been down in the gutter, so she understands. She should get along with everybody. And Audrey O'Day, she's putting on a show that ain't nobody's business. So we got Mama D. She got her corsage. Her thing was her gift was a toilet. I mean, her gift was actually a bottle because she drinks too much. Ernest's gift was a flower with pills in it because he has to take Viagra because of his ED. And then we have Kim. Hers was a suitcase because she's always packing and moving, and she has a lot of baggage because she's carrying all her past relationships with her. And we have with his Wyatt, his gift was a toilet seat. He either shit on the toilet or get off. Either stick with her and be with her or get off. You know what I mean? Because she wants somebody to sit on the porch with her in the rocking chair. You know what I mean? And Puma gift was a little small puppy because, his wife calls him a B word. And then Kwani, what was hers? Kwani was something. I can't remember what hers was. But it was funny when Puma and Kwani walked in and they saw the couple from The Bachelorette. And he was like, Puma was like, they look like the couple that you see the picture in the picture frame by default, holding on each other too tight. I was like, Puma is acting up. And so we have that situation. Paulie had a black book as his gift because he has nothing but wifeys in his phone. Wifey big butt, wifey little butt, wifey Chicago, wifey Miami, wifey this, wifey that. And Audrey, she has like a chain to a ball because she feels like she's chained in the relationships. When she gets into a relationship, like she's tortured, like she really wants to be single. I don't know how her and Paulie D gonna work out, but they all living together. And on Jersey Family Vacation, he was not talking to girls. Or all the episodes I seen, he wasn't trying to hook up with girls or do anything with girls. Maybe because he had a girl and he didn't want people to know who he was with. So I was like, And also the Bachelorette, Chris, his gift was a number 2 because he's number 2. Like when it comes to the baby, he's number 2. Because he was on a Bachelor show too as well. And then Desiree, her gift was a Kleenex, because she's always crying. She's so emotional, looking for sympathy all over the place. She thinks when them tears fall that everybody's supposed to be humble and want to fix her problems or hear what she got to say. Nobody likes a crybaby at all. So I can't even think what Kwame's gift was. Was it a purple ribbon? I have no idea what hers was, but it was something. And so we have them all sitting down waiting, and then Paulie D and Audrey walks into the room. She walks into the room, and Mama D is all like, oh, it's Paulie D, it's Jersey Shore, everybody stand up. Come on, Mama D, way too much. Like, that was embarrassing. It was cringe worthy watching you do that. Paulie was like, hey, what's up? And now these people are going to a prom. They're going to the prom. They got the prom band. They come out in these hideous outfits and everything. And then the band is singing songs that's related to each couple and like disrespecting each couple. Like Chris and Desiree. Chris was like, I'm so effing annoyed with the band. Like, they're getting on my nerves. He was like, Desiree's dress was ugly. His outfit was ugly too as well. Then you have Puma. Puma was like sketchy. Sketchies is like crackheads and custies and stuff. Right? That's when you say people look sketchy. What they trying to say? And so he didn't like the song. He was annoyed. Mama D and Ernest, they liked their song. They was getting it down, and they was like doing way a little bit too much. And Chris and Desiree was like, we didn't do that at our prom. We did that behind our prom, when prom was over. So we know Desiree and, Chris are going to be in a confessional talking junk about everybody, because they kind of think they are better than everybody. Or so it appears to them they think they are, but I think they're just like everybody else. So we have that situation going on. And Paulie D and them stonewashed jeans, blue stonewashed jeans, it was too funny. Like, he looked a mess at prom. And Audrey O'Day, she had on the wedding dress. Chris was like, oh yeah, because she wants to get married. Desperate. I was just like, Desiree and Chris is going to be hilarious, let me tell you. And he's going to be very condescending to the doctors. And then, Paulie D and Audrey song, it was just too funny, because they're talking about it's the second time you're doing it again. Like, you're back on the show, like, just poking fun at her the most. Paulie D was like, he wants the song so he can mix it. Audrey was like, I hate them. They're making me annoyed. I was just laughing. I thought it was hilarious. And then, Ernest and Mama D. Mama D's all over Ernest, licking his ear and stuff like that. She's talking about, and then they're sitting down on the bleachers. Mama D's talking about sex. She's talking about Ernest's mother. He's with his mother. When his mother don't suck his penis like I do. You're supposed to have a different love than you do for your mother. It's just like way too much, Mama D. Everybody's just like, this is disgusting. And they hear Mama D talking about giving blowjobs and talking about your mom don't do this to you. And Ernest saying that he's not physically attracted to Mama D, but he didn't mean it that way. He meant it like it's more than her looks or whatever. Because if it was only looks, I wouldn't be with her right now, because beauty fades. But he actually loves her internally. And so Mama D's not getting that. She's just mad because Ernest's penis don't get erect. She's talking about he has erectile function. Like, there's a lot of tricks that you can do to help somebody that has that. They do have medication too as well. But there's a lot of, if you believe in the Kama Sutra, or know the Kama Sutra, you can help somebody out with them type of situations. For real. But she ain't trying to hear it. She's calling him a mama's boy. He needs to go live with his mama. And then we got Audrey all day talking about she's tortured. She's been tortured. And she's been tortured in this relationship. It's just way too much. The only other person that ever tortured her was her mother. And Paulie D was like, damn, why everybody, Kwame and Puma was like tortured then. I thought just like ripping somebody's fingernail off. Like, come on, it's way too much. Should you leave? Like, come on. I was just like, it was just really comical. It's going to be really good this season. I really believe it. I could see it. They put a nice cast together too as well. And so, Paulie's talking about Audrey being disgusting and nasty, not washing dishes, not cleaning up behind herself, leaving dog shit, her dog's pissing and shitting everywhere, disgusting, nasty, who wants to breathe in that air. And they have that big ass mansion. I know they have maids come in. She don't care. She's leaving her wigs, her weave, her extensions all over the floor. Like, she could care less. And it just shows that she likes chaotic. She likes chaotic type of environments. She doesn't like calm and clean and organized environments. So we have that situation. And then you have Chris, he feels like he's number two, like he's never, like special, and he's tired of, Desiree crying. She cries too much. She's way over the top with these tears. All she do is try to guilt you with these tears, Desiree. She just wants Chris to be more emotional, more supportive. She just wants him to wipe her tears and wipe her eyes. I was just like, wait, these people way too much. I'm just like, no, these people are way too much. And then we have when what's her name, Kim and Wit song came out talking about calling him Pinocchio and shit like that. Peter Pan, because he don't want to grow up, and that's a damn shame that he's talking about that Kim doesn't dress sexy, she don't dress young enough. Like, damn, man, then go get you. Then why are you playing this game with Kim if you want a young woman? Just go get him and be done with it. Stop bringing her along on this ride that you're about to get off with somebody in their teens or their 20s. And then we have Kim, she's still hovering over the feelings of losing her first husband, even though there was divorce when he died and he was 50-something years old. So she's still holding on to that. She still haven't let go. And when you have a lot of drug addiction and things like that, you keep reliving experience so much that it seems like yesterday, that they never grow. They never see what's right in front of them. And they never heal. And so now they have to put on their sash, and then they got to go to their room, and Puma is trying to be helpful, trying to help everybody pick, their sash and all this other stuff. Kwame was like, won't you just sit down and mind your business? Stop it. You're doing way too much. And he ended up getting the last sachet, and it was leaving him single, and he didn't want that because he's married and he has a kid. So they had to redo it all over. So we have what's her name? Desire and Chris, Mr. and Mr. Not what they seem. And Puma called that out right away. He was perfect on that one. And then Drama Queen with Mama D and Ernest, perfect with that one. And then Kim and Wyatt got going home first, because Kim was like, I was ready to go home ASAP. And then we got Paulie D and Audrey leaving here single, most likely to leave there single. And then we have Puma and Kwani train whack, definitely. And they was going in like they don't have no type of TMI. It's just like, let's do this for the cameras. We got Mama D up there fighting with Ernest, hitting Ernest, punching him. She still got a glass full of Coke and vodka or rum with ice, and she's drinking out of a regular glass, and she's getting tore up from the flow up. And then, she's fighting Ernest like, damn. And then we have Kwame and Puma's room. Is all about Puma. Everything's about Puma. It's about himself. It's about his personality, what he wants to do. And Kwame trying to get some attention by trying to bring him down and belittle him too as well. It's like, damn. And Paulie D and Audrey's room is alright. It's not that bad, but it had the weave. It had the fake dog poop. At least it didn't have the real smell. Magazines and papers all over the place. He was like, it's like at home. Her underwear's filled with and bras filled with hair extensions and stuff. I was like, they're going in. So this is going to be a real cute thing. Let's see what happens. But I know the doctors are going to have a hard time with these couples, because they ain't going to give in, and they know how to be dramatic, and they don't have no TMI at all. Watch when the couples start to go at each other. It is going to be livid. I think Kim is going to get into it with Desiree, and Kwame, she's going to get into it with Audrey. And Mama D is going to get into it with everybody. Peace. I'm out. One love.